Hi, it's Brandon here. I'd like to take you on a tour of Corey and I's garden, Corey and Mai's garden. And yeah, we're going to start here at the front doorstep of our house and go into some of the older gardens first. You can see this tree here, it's looking very beautiful, got a lot of new growth on it. Not exactly sure what it is, but I'm sure somebody might know. And then we've got a Queensland bottle tree that's growing really well here. We've planted a Burgundy Queen tea tree over there and an acacia there. And then we've got this callistemon that was here when we moved in, and it's flowering, beautiful red flowers at the moment. So adds a lot of color. This tea tree is actually doing really well here. Again, that was here when we got here. This is our newer gardens. Lemongrass, nasturtiums, lavender, small jackfruit there, and a tulsi plant hidden behind there. A gooseberry tree, lemon verbena. You can hear there's a frog in this little thing here making a croaking noise. He's in the top. We've just had a bit of rain. This is a passion fruit vine about to grow back. And then we've got some mugwort over there. And I think this is a type of geranium, but I'm not 100% sure. I suppose I could smell it. Yeah, I think it's like a citronella geranium or something. Good to keep the bugs away. And then in our veggie garden here, we've got things like lemon balm that's growing right there. That's a Suriname cherry, another passion fruit. There's a gardenia. And then we've got a more mature tulsi plant. And then various spring onions, eggplant. There's some rocket or arugula growing at the back with a miracle fruit in the front there. That's a miracle fruit. It makes everything, when it fruits, the fruits make everything that's sour taste sweet. That's stevia, which is a sweet-leafed plant. Tastes really good. Very sweet. So that is a rocket. More rocket here. And moringa at the back there, which is a really beneficial plant. Lemon verbena, beautiful. Beautiful smelling herb. Gorgeous. Some lettuce, eggplants, Thai basil. I think this is a type of ginseng leaf or something. I think it's a daikon radish there. Could be rocket actually. Eggplant that's flowering. Cost lettuce. Parsley, basil, tomatoes. This is our lettuces have been eaten, I think, by possums on this garden. Dandelion, portulaca, which is an edible ground cover, takes over, but you can eat it. That is a type of nutmeg. Here we've got some figs growing in a pot. That's a dragon fruit back there. Mulberries in a pot. So it's starting to rain. Papaya. Cucumbers. A little more lemon verbena. Chamomile. Eggplants. This is a beautiful lime tree. It was here when we got here, but it's just been growing really well. Lots of little tiny limes coming on it. If you look there, you'll see. Might have to go in if it rains heavy. Yeah, we're going to plant some more in here, but different tarragon, I think that is, growing there. Some nice parsley behind. Big Thai basil there. And some more cucumbers. And a nice mango tree here. More little pots of different things, some lychee, some Kefir lime. That's a lychee down there, mulberries. And yeah, over here at the edge of the garden, we've got stinging nettle. So nettle tea is very good. And that's all the stinging nettle. That's a small carob tree, curry plant, more lemongrass, a grape, and yeah, more lychees here at the back in pots. They're grown from seed. And there's a nice lime, but most of them are small, but some of them are definitely getting bigger. Yeah, it's going to have a lot of limes on it, this tree. It's already done a few harvests for us. That's a longan tree, magnolia, a couple little citruses, and I think this is a white mulberry. You can see some fruits on it now. Okay, so that's our sort of what we call our veggie garden. Now we're going to come out, go over to where we call the citrus grove, but I think I might just take a quick right-hand turn here and show you this area here. We've got a few more things like some rosemary, some lemongrass. There's a blueberry in there, some geraniums. These are sweet potato leaves. That's a gooseberry tree. Geraniums, more mugwort, more geraniums, another passion fruit vine, another Suriname cherry tree back there. And there is some jasmine growing as well. Another rosemary. So now this is our backyard area here. There's a banana, there's some more natives that we planted over there. Our old tank. And this is a beautiful tree just outside where we have a lot of possums live at night, so they're always up and down that tree. And yeah, over here we're coming to our citrus grove. Which is the first tree we come to here is a lemon tree. So we often put our washing up liquid and different things on these. It's now got flowers on it, and I think it's got a few little fruits on it somewhere. Yeah, there you can see one. And yeah, it's already produced a few lemons last season, and it'll produce more. Again, we put that in 2 years ago, and it's grown quite well. Another mandarin over here, a nice mulberry. That was actually here, but we looked completely dead when we came here, and it's grown back. A kumquat with some nice lavender growing. Another burgundy queen back there, and a nice little native flowering plant. That's the kumquat. And this mulberry produces some, it's a black mulberry. And there you go. Oh, broke it in half, but it's a bit unripe, but still not too bad. A lemon myrtle, another lavender, lemongrass, more lemongrass, and another mandarin. Another mandarin. Different types of mandarins they are. This is a pear tree. Sorry, plum tree that we put in, and it was only a few feet high, 3 or 4 feet high. Now it's like 12 feet high. And that is a Bosch pear, growing slowly but surely. Another lemon myrtle. Don't know when I went too close up there. If I did, let me go on this tour again here. So here's our pink grapefruit tree. Lots of little fruits on it. Another grapefruit. Kefir lime. Fantastic in Thai cooking for the leaves or the fruits. Another mandarin. Beautiful little fruits on it. Lemon myrtle. Fantastic, 10 times stronger than tea tree, or at least 10 times, maybe more, in killing viruses, and it smells beautiful. Another mandarin. Our plum tree back there that we put in about 3 feet high now is about 12 feet high. Bosch pear. Another mandarin. Most of these ones here are imperial or emperor mandarins. Our lemon tree that's going really well. Our lavender, kumquat. The mulberry that was here before with some lemongrass, rosemary behind it. Burgundy queen, a nice native flowering plant there. That's a going to be a what do you call it? The big green, orange, colorful trees. Not trees, like a flower. Forgotten what it is. The name of it escaped me. There's lavender, more lemon myrtle, a native hibiscus, lemon balm. This is called the mother of all herbs. So now we'll move down here. We've got a bunch of aloe vera growing down the side of the driveway, and nice grevillea that's going to flower here. I think it's a Grevillea superb. This is a little forest area that we have, that we've planted in as well, but they're all small. I think this is called a strawberry blonde Grevillea. They look amazing as they're growing. And then this one's really cute as well. These are ones we planted. Pink candelabra Grevillea. And then if we come down this way, we've got some native trees that we put in there. Another burgundy queen, another acacia, and I've forgotten what that big one is there. We planted it. An aloe vera garden. And then through here, these are the native palms, which is why our area is called the Palms. Some rosemary, some lavender, another beautiful grevillea, some pineapples in pots. There's actually another kumquat under there. More pineapples. This is a peach tree. This is a black sapote. These are castor oil plants, I think. This is either a peach or a nectarine. Another type of acacia with a mulberry there in the background. That's a white mulberry, which we'll come to. This is another black mulberry with lots of fruit on it. We have to beat the birds to this one because they love it as they go black. I think they've raided it already today. There's one. Nice. Forgotten what kind of native tree this is. I think it might be a tamarind, but I'm not sure. Another peach. This is a star apple. Different than a star fruit. Star apples are purple, usually purple, not always, but purple fruit. Nice, beautiful. Some lemongrass, some salvias. A mandarin, struggling a bit, but it's got a few fruits on it. Another peach. A nectarine. A mulberry. Probably a callistemon. It's a native. Some lemongrass, a lime. It's an Indian guava with a moringa in the background. Some rosemary. This is a jackfruit that we thought had died during the drought, but it's coming back to life. A she oak that we put in there. That's a mandarin, I think it's a mandarin that we grew from seed, or a lemon. A grummy chama that's just going into flower. Never actually had one of the fruits, and I'm looking forward to it. Here's a citrus. It's a bit covered in grass and stuff, but it protects it. A native that we put in, I've forgotten what kind. A mulberry. Looks like a white mulberry, judging from its fruit. Here's another pink grapefruit, a ruby red grapefruit. An acacia. And this is a acerola cherry. You can see it's quite a big tree. We've had this a few years. Our friend Nick had it on his place, and we ended up getting it. It's got some fruit on it. They're actually one of the world's richest sources of vitamin C. You can see the flowers, and I saw some fruit yesterday. So, I know it's here. Yeah, there's one. So anyway, that's a nice tree. There's another fruit. This is a Queensland wattle. Put in there. Beautiful sunflower about to come out. This is a white mulberry. I think most of the fruits are been eaten by me in Bali, but there's a couple there. If they're soft, and it's not soft. No, not quite ripe. Leave them for a few more days. Another type of wattle that we're putting in to create, they're called pioneer trees, so they're going to create shade while we make this into a food forest. This is a type of bamboo. We went to a guy's place that has hundreds of different varieties of bamboo, so hopefully that'll grow. Crotalaria, I think it's called. Makes a good ground cover. I think it puts nitrogen into the soil. And in here we've got some nice grevilleas. This is going to be our sort of native corner garden. So an acacia, more acacias, another grevillea, some, I think they're called Mexican marigolds. This is another star apple. Another acacia there. More grevilleas that'll grow next time. I'm sure I make a video, they'll be much bigger. Again, some nice flowers on this one. And then as we come back here, yeah, nice grevillea there. Citrus. This is a native hibiscus. And papaya. They're growing with a mango in the background. And then we'll go over this way. Jackfruit. Man. These are some natives that we put in. A mulberry, a lily pilly. This is an actual star fruit as distinct from a star apple. That's the one that makes the stars looking fruit. Nice looking acacia here. Suriname cherry. This is another black sapote. This was also one that we had in a pot before we moved in here 2 years ago. Just over. An acacia. Another native with a mulberry in the background, and that's a soursop with the mother of herbs surrounding it. Pineapple garden there. And a citrus here. This is another soursop, so these leaves are really beneficial in fighting cancer. But the fruits are also, they look like a big hand grenade, and they're both sour and sweet, so they're quite interesting. My friend Jason in Hawaii, it's his favorite fruit. And this is a native acacia, another lemon tree here. These are just growing naturally, they're a nitrogen fixing plant. Suriname cherry. Another mulberry. A little mango that was here when we got here. It's not doing too well. A guava. Up there is where we usually see koalas, and you can see the she oaks are flowering at the moment. But yeah, so many times we hear them at night and we go up and we'll see them in the trees up there. Might be lucky and see one later. Another aloe garden, 2 types of aloe vera. It's a native tree there. And then we've got a small mango growing there. Trying to stifle rat's tail grass with all this cardboard, because rat's tail grass is an invasive species and we've had quite a bit of it here. Another mulberry. And another star apple down here. Star fruit, the purple one. Always get them confused. And a couple of natives. Another she oak there. That is a loquat that we put in. Got eaten by black cockatoos and it's coming back to life. They're a beautiful fruit. Some more different type of bamboo. Again, they're only small, so we only just put them in. This is a peach. It's got 1 peach on it, I think, or it did have. Unless the birds have eaten it. Oh, there it is. But, you know, hopefully it'll fruit more. This guava, this is a strawberry guava, so it's the smaller guavas. You can see a lot of, it already fruited once and it's going again, so lots of these little fruits on it. Got so heavy actually it broke off the top branch. But heaps of fruit kind of coming on there. A month or so they'll be ready to grow pretty quick. And this is a yellow grapefruit. Willie's grapefruit, I think it's called. Already produced 3 last season. They were very nice, very good grapefruits. I like this plant because it almost died and it's come back to life. Down here it's a bit rough looking, but we've put in these trenches to catch water. So they're like swales in permaculture. So when it rains heavy, they'll catch the water and keep it on the land. This is a mulberry. Got a bunya pine back there, I think. Could be, I get confused between whether this is the bunya pine here or this one here. And yeah, we planted both of them and they're growing really well. This is another soursop over here. And back here. Another mulberry with that nitrogen fixing native growing in front of it. This is another guava. So down in this bottom garden here we have a mango. It's actually been flowering and got tiny fruits on it over there. It's quite small. I don't know whether they'll live or not, but I hope this mango does well. We've got better ones in another part of our yard where the soil's better. But again, with this long trench here, which is called a swale in permaculture, we're hoping to catch some water and make this area more fertile. This is another type of grevillea. I only just got this and planted it a little while ago. It is a Ivanhoe grevillea. So that should be interesting. Another mulberry there. Behind all that grass there is a guava, and another guava, and another guava. Here, there's another mango. You can see that beautiful red new growth, and another mango over here. Hoping again that they'll take off. Forgotten what this is. It's a native tree that we got from Landcare. There's a small Banksia that seems to be doing well. I've had trouble with Banksias here, but this one's actually growing, so that's a good sign. A native frangipani. Back there you can see a macadamia nut. And then here we have a carob tree. So this has been doing really well. You can see all the beautiful new growth on it. It's quite happy. It's quite a drought resistant tree as well, so even throughout the drought it never really looked unhealthy or anything. And now with some rain it's just really taking off. Here we have another guava, which is an Indian guava. And as I say, there's 3 types of guavas that we have here on the property: Indian, Hawaiian, and strawberry guavas. This is a jackfruit tree. With, again, mother of herbs around the bottom of it. And then over here we have what's called a wampy. You can see it's growing quite well. Got new growth on the top there. And yeah, very happy. So apparently I've never had a wampy before as a fruit, but apparently it's like a grape. Alright, we've got some rain coming now, which is nice, but I better finish this bottom area. This is a guava. This is a soursop here. Again, mother of herbs all around it. A peach or a nectarine, I'm not sure, but they grow really well here. Tropical peaches, tropical nectarines. A tea tree. This is a whehoa, so it's a New Zealand fruit originally. Here you can see we've actually had a bit of rain in that wheelbarrow. Another mango that's done quite well, and again it ends with the trench, so it gets a fair bit of water when it rains heavy. And there we've got a macadamia nut, another mac nut, grevillea in the background over there. More bamboo, different type again, another mac nut. And then we've got, so this is the whehoa, by the way, with the mother of herb. And then we've got, yeah, this mac nut's growing pretty well. So, new growth on it. And then we've got this other small native garden here. Everything's quite small, lots of bottle brushes. I haven't weeded this, so there are weeds in here. I think it's a tulip tree, tulip wood tree, something like that. Better get the camera out of the rain, but we've got more grevilleas that we've planted over here on the side here. And yeah, I definitely wanted to take you down and show you the dam as well. See if I can do that without getting the camera too wet. So this is the view from the very bottom here. This is our, like a fire trail that we have, and another macadamia nut. Here is a view from the bottom of the garden looking up towards the house. Another grevillea over here. Again, all this area back behind here is all wilderness, where we have koalas and wallabies and all sorts of stuff. It's great. Another mac nut. And you can see there the sort of terracing, not terracing, but the slope of the hill makes it that the water trenches are going to fill up and catch that water. But if it overflows, it's going to come down from many ways and come into our second dam through here. So through all this bush, we've spent a fair bit of time clearing the lantana, which is an invasive species, pulling it out, getting rid of it so that it allows the wildlife to be able to actually walk through here or run through here or hop through here, and koalas to come through. And since we've done that, we've become on the koala list because we're hearing koalas almost every night. Here's our dam. You can see it's very full at the moment, and it's a great swimming pool. So I've been doing laps in there, and yeah, great, gives us a great supply of water. Before a few months, well, even a month or so ago, it was completely empty. So we've had enough rain to really fill it up nicely. I'll go down here and hope I won't slip. Get a better view of it, but it's quite big. So I'm very happy. Yeah, great swimming pool. Our property ends just behind the dam, and then it goes quite a long way up that way. And I will take you on a tour up there one day, although it's mostly gum trees, but you know, when you look high up in the gum trees, that's where you might see a koala. And lots of birds and ducks and all sorts of stuff use this dam. So, get the camera out of the rain, I think. So just coming at the garden again from another perspective, here we can see some of the native palms in the background there. Back up here we can see this mother of herb, which is a bit like oregano or oregano, and its effects on killing viruses and things. If you eat a leaf, it's quite intense, but it's very helpful for your immune system. There's the mulberry, soursop. Here's the pineapples. They went through a drought, so they're not doing that well. This is our compost heap. Another soursop. Here you can see a she oak that's doing quite well, with another dragon fruit near that old wheelbarrow there. Some rosemary, more rosemary, and then the outside garden. So my battery died before, so I'm just coming back down to where I was. That's a cane toad. I just don't look, I didn't step on him. We have both native frogs and cane toads here, so we just kind of let them be. This is a beautiful native tree that's flowering. In front of it is the black sapote, which is also known as the chocolate pudding fruit. So coming back here. So just come up onto our balcony because it's raining pretty heavy, but this is our side area here. We've been planting this garden as well. Got a pond, so lots of frogs and birds use it as a bird bath. That's why we put the sticks in there. So in another one we had a kookaburra drown. So now they can get out if their wings are wet. This is a beautiful plant called Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. Beautiful flowers, but they really smell beautiful. They got a nice fragrance. I love it when it rains. Corey just came up with a great idea over there for us, and that's, you see that blue, I can't even, there, that thing. That's like a frisbee goal. So now me and Wally and Corey, when she's back, we play frisbee, trying to get it in that hole there. So Corey's very creative with coming up with good ideas. We've even got we play miniature golf around the property as well, which is really fun. But yeah, I love this rain. So we have rain catchment coming off of the shed here. A couple of water tanks at the back, another water tank around the side that I already showed you, and we're putting in another one. This is our back garden here. And you can see this beautiful purple colored bush, and it really attracts a lot of bees. I think maybe they're not here right now because of the rain, but usually this area is buzzing, and a lot of the bees have blue bums, so very interesting. But yeah, as I said, I think maybe bees kind of hide when it's raining, so I'll get another shot of this later. And again, this is a view of our backyard, which I'll go on a separate tour of, with some bananas and that sort of thing. And you can see there we've got all sorts of trenches there to catch the water. And our third water tank there. So this is our side, and again, our property finishes down the bottom there, and then goes right up there. Again, often koalas in these trees here. We just had a bit more rain, and yeah, this is Wilma, our resident bush turkey. Her partner's around somewhere, and his name is William, and he's got a more frilly neck. There are something like 40 different types of birds on our property so far, just that we've found.